All right, hello everybody, and welcome to week 5 of Rocket League. Today it is going to be Findlay versus Rossford. In 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Findlay is up 1-0 right now. We just had a score. Very good start to this game, this week for Findlay. The ball is going everywhere. The ball is right by Findlay's goal right now. Rossford could score here, seeing as the ball is really close, but it looks like it's around the middle right now, nothing too interesting. Archigron taking the ball over to Rossford's side. Them defending. Archigron is just on this ball right now. He is staying with it. He's taking it for a possible goal here. It's blocked by Judds on Rossford's team. Oh, but Rupert Gaming scores for Findlay. And that brings the score currently to 2-0. Findlay is up for this first match of the game this week. Whoa, very close to a goal there on the kickoff by Rossford. That could have been crazy. Could have been the start of a comeback, but it looks like Rupert was almost lined up for a goal there, but not quite. Archigron's on the ball right now, taking it through the air, but Rossford deflects it. Rupert blocking the ball over there from getting too close to Findlay's goal. And Archigron taking control back into the skies. Towards the goal. Shot on goal by Archigron, but Rupert actually blocked it for the Findlay team by accident. That's all right. Archigron with the possible goal here, and there it is. Findlay is up 3-0 in this first match, but there are still 3 minutes left in the game, so we'll see what kind of happens here as we develop further. Rupert going for the kickoff. It's pretty centered. Archigron with another goal. 4-0. Findlay is up still, of course. With over 2.5 minutes left in the game. We're not even through the first half yet, so it's looking pretty good. Crazy Kid is probably going to go for the kickoff here. Yes. Not very split even though. Rossford gets it on Findlay's side a lot more there, but it's fine. Archigron has control. Possible goal, but it's blocked by Rossford. Rupert also goes for a goal there, but it hits the goalpost. Rupert and Archigron are just trying to get that goal in, but it didn't work. Rossford got it back on Findlay's side. However, Archigron is kind of taking it back here. Rupert possibly going for a goal here, but isn't able to get up there in time. But Archigron gets a clip right there and clips it in from the wall. Quite cool. Right there. Nice touch. Less than 2 minutes left in the game. Archigron's going to go for the kickoff. Probably. No, he goes back for energy or nitro. It's on Rossford's side once again. Findlay is up 5-0. Possible goal there from Archigron, but it was saved by Rossford. Possible key. Oh, Rupert scores. 6-0. Very good goal. Very good setup there from Archegron, it looks like. A little bit of an assist. Archegron going for the ball. He hits it and scores off the kickoff. Now at this stage in time, Rossford is obviously probably not going to be able to win this match. However, what Rossford can do currently is kind of get to know our players, figure out Findlay strategies, and possibly be able to come back to win a couple of the up-and-coming matches. Rupert scores, making the score 8-0. Still a minute and a half, but like I said, Rossford right now is probably just trying to figure out how our players play and is going to hopefully try to get a couple of the wins in the future. As it's clearly going to be very hard to get back from this currently. But obviously games in the future do get more interesting as players do learn how each other plays, game styles, and who their best players are, who they should be on, who they should try to maybe even double team and block, things like that. So as we develop further into this week's game, we could definitely see some varied scores coming out from both of these schools. But with 30 seconds left in the clock, possible goal there. There it is, crazy gamer kid. Looks like every member on the Findlay team has a goal now, which is good for them. Good for their records. Half a minute left going into this kickoff. Rupert's going for it. Pretty even, it looks like, from here. Maybe a little bit more oriented towards Rossford's side. 30-second minute warning. 30-second minute warning there. Oh! Too high. Archegron is just kind of defending right here. And Archegron scores once again, making the score 10-0. And I assume it's going to stay like that, seeing as there's only 4 seconds left. But we'll see if anybody can sneak in one more. 3, 2, 1. It's still in the air. We could see another score, possibly. It's still in the air. No, not yet, maybe. Oh, maybe. No, okay. There's the game. For the conclusion of match 1 of this week's, what in the world, of this week's game, Findlay is up 1-0 overall, best of 5, so Rossford has plenty of room to come back. We'll see. Okay, going into match 2 of this week's game, and it looks like the kickoff is more so oriented towards Findlay's side, but it doesn't really matter. Pretty even. Looking at Rupert here, we honestly could see a possible goal. Oh, from Archegron though, but we do see a score nonetheless. We'll see how that one kind of developed from our POV. I see, so Archegron did get the last touch there. Very interesting goal. Archegron going for the kickoff here. A very good kickoff for Findlay's team. Possible goal by somebody. There we go. Rupert scores. So far for match 2, Findlay is up 2-0. Very good start. However, anything can happen at this stage because there's still 4.5 minutes left. Oh, we see a kickoff a lot more oriented towards Findlay. In fact, there's even a attempt shot on goal, but it doesn't matter. Archegron takes it back, making the score 3-0. Still well over 4 minutes left in the game. For this kickoff, both miss or bluff. And there's a shot on goal by Rossford, but it is blocked by Findlay. Archegron with a possible shot, but it's blocked. Once again with another possible shot, but it's blocked again. Less than 4 minutes on the clock now. Still plenty of time for anything to happen in this game. It's 3-0. Findlay is up. Oh! And a shot there by Judds on Rossford's team. The score is 3-1. Findlay still up, of course, but it does make the game a lot more interesting. We'll see what happens in the future. Pretty even kickoff there. Possible goal. Yes, Archegron scores, making the score 4-1 for this match so far. Kickoff is more so oriented towards Findlay's side, but it's towards the right, so it doesn't matter too much. Crazy Kid playing back right now. Oh! A goal by Rossford. Cyborg Chicken. Very cool name. The score is 4-2 right now. Well over 3 minutes left, so it's anybody's game right now. Pretty even kickoff for this one. A little bit more oriented towards Rossford, but like I said, for the last one, it doesn't matter. It was towards the left. Crazy Kid getting a hit off there to put it more so on Rossford's side. Very slow playing right now. Everybody's kind of not doing too much. Just kind of jumbled up in like the corner. Archegron flying in there. And Crazy Kid with a possible goal. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's barely clipping the goal. Findlay is not able to get that. That was very interesting. A demo by Crazy Kid. Rupert recovering the ball after that miss. Archegron got demoed. Archegron's taking the ball to the skies and is possibly going to go, but he loses control and the ball goes back onto Findlay's side. But it's okay because it is saved by Crazy Kid. I don't really know what is happening right now, but Archegron scored. That was some very, very interesting gameplay. 5-2, Findlay is up. Minute and a half. And the kickoff is relatively even. Archegron taking it to the skies with a possible really early goal here. No. Oh, but Rupert slips in there and gets it 6-2. There it is. Beautiful touch. Rupert with the kickoff. It's pretty even. Oh, possible shot on goal. It is saved. Whoa. Whoa. Nobody scored, but I think we got quite close to it. Less than a minute left on the clock. 45 seconds. 6-2. This is definitely a closer game than last match was. 30 seconds left. And Arkagon scores. Now the score is currently 7-2. Findlay is up. If Findlay does secure this win, they only need one more out of the next 3 matches we play. And Rossford will need to win all 3 of the up-and-coming matches to secure this victory. So we will see how Rossford reacts to that news, if that does happen. Rupert gaining early control here. Arkagon comes in flying. Possibly scores here, but doesn't. Rupert maybe scores. There it is. Nice goal. The score is currently 8-2, 10 seconds left on the clock. Early goal there by Rossford. That was very interesting. A wide open goal. 8-3, 7 seconds left on the clock. And yeah, 7 seconds. It's not looking too good for Rossford in this match. Which means that Rossford is going to have to win all 3 matches coming up after this. Findlay will be up 2-0 overall. And that is the end of match 2. Findlay is up 2-0 overall. It's best of 5, so Findlay has to win one more game. Rossford is going to have to pull the victory for the next 3. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we're on match 3 now. The overall score is 2-0. Findlay is up right now. Findlay only needs to win 1 more game. Rossford needs to win the next 3 matches, but we'll see what happens. Rossford did just take a break. They subbed in 2 new players, so we could see some different strategies coming from them with that in mind, but I'm not sure. They may have just subbed in some people just to give them a little bit of practice right now. We'll see how this develops. Looks like a new map too and everything. So, yeah, and this is a lot slower of a start than the last games. Usually somebody has scored by now, 30 seconds in, but it seems like it could be a lot closer. Whoa. A lot of defending just from both teams right now. Archigron just saved a goal. But other than that, it's just a lot slower. Oh, no, bad angle. It does seem like the new players on Rossford's team are doing it a little bit better. Archigron did just score though, making Findlay have the advantage here. The early lead, 1-0. 3.5 minutes left on the clock. With the switch of teammates in the new game, it looks like Findlay's color did change to gray. So if that confuses anybody, we are gray rather than blue. Oh, there was a shot on goal and Archigron saved it. That's interesting. Oh! That was a crazy shot. Rossford has tied the game 1-1 with a perfectly in the corner right there shot. Wow. This is a lot closer. I don't know who the new players are, but they're doing something right. That was a very good kickoff for Findlay. But they weren't able to get the early goal there, sadly. Rupert blocks, or misses the block, but it's okay. They barely missed. Oh! Rossford with another goal. Rossford is in the lead right now. And not to be mean, but for the first time in this game this week. But it looks like this could actually be a comeback. Findlay with another better kickoff, but it didn't matter last time, so we'll see. Archigron is on the ball. Shot on goal, but it barely misses. Archigron is going to defend that, save it from going into the goal. And Findlay is taking it back. But it's coming back around, so it looks like Archigron is just staying back and making sure to defend. However, Archigron is attacking it and attempted a goal there, but wasn't able to make it successful. We are at less than 2 minutes in this game. It's a lot closer than the other games have been, by far. Rossford is up right now by 1 point, 1-2. It seems like Rossford is definitely playing a lot more aggressively this round, trying to get the ball into their goal and keeping it on Findlay's side, which is definitely working for them a lot better. And Archigron is defending a lot more than he was. probably realizing that he's down 1, and we need to make sure they don't score again. So we'll see if he's able to keep that and hopefully score once more. Archigron loses control. Archigron demos somebody. It doesn't really matter though, because they were still on the same side. Possible goal here by Rossford. And they do it. The score is 1-3. I think we're seeing a comeback here. .30 seconds left on the clock. Very even split there for the kickoff. Archigron is attacking the ball right now, trying to get a goal in there. Possibly trying to get 2 more goals to be able to tie it up, but it's looking like it's not going to happen. 10 seconds left on the clock. And that is game for the 3rd match. Rossford secures the victory that time, 3-1. Overall score is 2-1. Findlay is still up. And the 2 new players that were subbed in for Rossford, it looks like they have learned our strategies possibly, and they're kind of adapting with those new players. So we'll see how Findlay's able to respond to this in the next match. Hopefully able to just quickly secure that last victory and win this without too much of a sweat, but we will see. Rossford is playing very differently now, and it's a lot more even. Okay, first kickoff of the 4th match. Overall score is 2-1, like I just said, just as a reminder. Rossford is gray. Rossford is orange. Findlay is gray. Just for clarification. Archigron is trying the goal, but it is blocked. Archigron is playing back a bit. Able to hit this though and get it back on the goal, but he goes under the ball sadly and loses control, which possibly allowed Rossford to just score that goal. Rossford is up 1-0 right now. Early lead in this match going into the next one. Kickoff was more so on Findlay's side. However, it's going back over to Rossford's side. Archigron is taking the ball by air for a goal! 1-1. Very good air goal there. The kickoff is pretty evenly split. A little bit more so on Rossford's side. Almost a goal there by Rupert, possibly, but it hit the top wall. Findlay's playing pretty defensively right now. Rossford's trying to get another goal in there. Oh, and there was a shot in the goal, but it missed on Rossford's side. Crazy Kid going for the ball here. He has no boost though, so he is quite slow, but he just got his boost. Archigron attempting to go for the ball there. Kind of worked. Crazy Kid just saved a goal from Rossford. Archigron is playing back, preparing for the ball to get hit back to the other side. Rossford is taking the ball back over to the field, but not quite. Possible goal there, and there it is. Archagron scores. Findlay is back up 2-1. And if we win this match, then we win the entire game for this week. However, if Rossford is able to win, then it's going to be 2-2. And it's going to be all down to the last game. But if Findlay can hold this position, then we will not need to go to that next game. Oh, Rossford scores, making the score for this match 2-2, tied once again. Very interesting. There's still over 2 minutes left in this game, so plenty of time for anything to happen. Rupert's going for the kickoff. Very split even. Much more oriented towards Rossford's side, of course, though. Save from Archagron there. Archagron is defending right now. He gets a hold of the ball, has control, but loses it after it's knocked out by somebody. Archagron with the save. Archagron possibly lining himself up for a goal here. Ooh, very close goal there by, oh, Rossford gets it. Rossford is now back up 3-2. With a little over a minute left on the clock. In match 4. Kickoff is much more oriented towards Findlay's side. It didn't look like it was defended much at all there. Archagron tried to go for a goal there, but it was blocked. And Rossford gets another goal. Rossford, not Rossford. Rossford is up 4-2 with 40 seconds left on the clock. Very even kickoff there. Archagron with the possible goal, but he loses control. 30 seconds left. $15 seconds. Okay. That is the end of game, or match 4. And the overall score is 2-2. Rossford is making the comeback. That happened because of the switch of 2 players. Those new 2 players seem to be doing something a lot differently. Right, so the overall score is 2-2. This is the final match, the game winner. So we'll see what happens here. Going into the 5th match of this game, we have some demos at the kickoff, which is very interesting. Shot on the goal by Rossford, but Archagron saves it. Archigron playing back, preparing for them to shoot. He gains control. Possible early goal, but it's defended. Archigron is playing back right now, just trying to figure out where the ball is to possibly get a shot off. Close goal there, but not quite. The ball has been on Rossford's side for most of this match, so it looks like all Findlay has to do is find a good angle and hopefully get the ball in. That was a shot, but it missed. This is a shot and a goal. Rupert scores the first goal of this match, putting Findlay in the lead 1-0. And remember, whoever wins this match is the winner of the game for this week. Three and a half minutes left to the clock. The kickoff is pretty even. Archigron is gaining control in the air, but loses it. Crazy Kid tries to get a touch off there, but didn't do too much. Archigron with a possible air goal here, but it's blocked. Rupert with a possible goal there, but it's a miss. Archigron shoots a bit too high. Lots of attempted goals here from Findlay, but they are not making it into the goal, sadly. Archigron loses control of the ball and plays back. Ooh! Rossford gets an error goal there, making the score 1-1 for this last match. Archigron tries to disrupt it there, but he's not quite able to do it. Looks like Rupert is going for the kickoff here. Makes it really even. The ball basically just stayed exactly where it was. Archigron or Crazy Kid, looks like they were lined up and ready to go for a shot, but they weren't able to take it. Oh, and Rossford gets another goal there. Very nice shot. It's almost defended, but Crazy Kid wasn't able to do it, sadly, at the angle he was at. With a little over 2 minutes left, Rossford is up 2-1 for this final match, which is the game winner. Very close shots there. Almost goals from Rossford. Archigron saved that one. Rupert is playing back in goal. Archigron has control, but loses it, isn't able to make a goal off of it. Archigron goes for a goal there, but isn't able to quite hit it from so far back. Archigron has no boost, so he wasn't able to pursue that air ball. Less than a minute left on the clock right now. The score is 2-1 still. Rossford is still up. Close to a shot there for Rossford, but they weren't able to quite make it. Possible goal there, but it's defended by Archagron. Archagron had a close goal there. Archagron scores, making the game tied 2-2, very last second, which means we could see this game go into overtime for the final match, which is very interesting. We'll see. 15 seconds left. Whoever scores now is pretty much the victor of this game, so we'll see. Archagron tries to walk it in there, but isn't quite able to do so. He plays it safe and decides to block it off the goal rather than trying to go for... That was scary. Rossford almost got it in there. Okay, overtime, whoever scores here is the winner. Whoever scores here is the winner. Archagron with a touch there. Archagron, very close to a goal. Oh, and Rossford's able to get it right there. Which means that Rossford is the victor of this week. Very good game we saw. Findlay was up 2-0, and Rossford was able to make quite the comeback there, gaining the win for the next 3 games and winning overall for this week. Right, that was a fun game to watch. Sadly, Findlay didn't win. If you want to watch other things from Findlay eSports, we have Smash tomorrow on Wednesday. And then next week, Overwatch, Rocket League, Smash, Monday through Wednesday, like normal. Or next week? Right, not next week. So after that, it'll be about 3 weeks. But yeah, tune in tomorrow for Smash. Have a nice day.